Hello everyone, welcome to the 19th part of microcontroller architecture and programming, that is counter programming. So here counter can be used in a mode 1 and a mode 2. When we are using the timer as a counter, we are actually counting the external pulses, clock pulses they are applied to the inputs, that is T0 and T1 of a port 3. So here when we are using the counter in a mode 1, that is 16-bit mode, so here all the 16 bits of timer they have used. That means it start the counting from 000 to FFH. So when this timer rolls over from FFH to 000H, this TFX flag will set and the counting will stop. So here to start the timer, we have to make the TRX bit equal to 1. So this will close the switch, and the clock pulses which are available at the external inputs T0 and T1, they will be available to the input of a timer, and it will start counting from 000 to FFH. When it rolls over, so this TFX flag becomes 1 and timer will stop. So in this way, we can count the external clock pulses in mode 1. Now counter in mode 2. So mode 2 is the 8-bit auto reload. So here the 8-bit count that can be counted by this counter from this external inputs T0 and T1. So here again the clock pulses they are applied to the inputs of T0 or a T1 that will be counted in TLX register from 00, 01, 02 up to FFH. When the timer rolls over from FFH to 00H, this TFX flag will set, and after clearing the flag, the timer will stop. So here to start the counter, we have to make this TRX bit equal to 1. So here the switch will close and the pulses available at the counter inputs T0 or T1, they will be given to the timer, and here timer start counting from 00 to 1 up to FF. So when this timer rolls over, this TFX flags will set and this will stop the timer. So again here T-mode register is used to configure this timers in mode 1 or a mode 2. So for timer or a counter 0, we are using this lower 4 bits of T-mode register. So here to use this counter in a mode 1, we are giving the same value to M1 and M0 bits of this T-mode register, that is 0, 1. But to use this timer as a counter, we are making this bit, that is C/T bar equal to 1. That means by making this bit equal to 1, we are using this timer as a counter. So here for counter 0 in mode 1, we have to load the value 05H. So here 0101 is nothing but the 5 and 000 is nothing but 0. So 05H for counter 0 in mode 1. And if we want to use the counter 1 in mode 1, then we have to use the upper 4 bits of this T-mode register to configure the timer 1 or a counter 1 in mode 1. So here again bits M1 and M0 they are equal to 01, and we are making the bit D6, that is C/T bar equal to 1 to set this as a counter. So we have to load the value to use counter 1 in mode 1 in T mode, that is 50H. If we want to use counter in mode 2, then we have to use the value, that is 06H for counter 0, and for counter 1 in mode 2 we have to use the value 60H. Steps for counter mode 1 programming. So we have to load the T mode with the values 05H or 50H for counter 0 or counter 1 respectively to use them in a mode 1. Now load the register THX and TLX with the 00 as initial count value. So we have to just initialize these two registers equal to 0 0 to start counting from 0 0. Now make the inputs T0 and T1 equal to 1 for counter 0 or a counter 1 respectively. Now start the timer to start counting the pulses by making it TRX equal to 1. Now we have to keep monitoring the timer flag until it becomes high. That means we have to wait for overflow, and every time while it is counting, and every time it will read the THX and TLX registers value. So after the overflow, we have to clear the TFX flag for the next round, and to do it continuously, go to step 4, that is to start the timer again and keep monitoring the flag and reading the values of THX and TLX register. So here diagram is given. So in mode 1, to count the 16-bit count, here 16 LEDs they have connected to the port 1 and port 2. That means 8 LEDs they are connected to port 1 from P1.0 to P1.7, and another 8 LEDs they are connected to port 2 from P2.0 to P2.7. So all these 16 LEDs, 16-bit count will be generated or displayed. So here is the program to count the pulse at T1 pin and give count value to port 1 and port 2. So use mode 1. So this is our initial address in RAM location or RAM memory. So here using the instruction move tmod #50h, we are selecting the counter 1 in mode 1. Now we are counting the pulses present at T1 input. So we are set this bit using set bit pt.5 instruction. We have to make this pin equal to 1 to count the pulses. Now we have to initialize the values of this TH1 and TL1 registers equal to 0 0 to start counting from 0 0. Now start the counter using the instruction set bit TR1, and using these instructions read the values that is available in TL1 and TH1 on port 1 and port 2. And here using this instruction JNB TF1 back, here we are monitoring the flag. So when this flag TF1 is 0, go to back. That means continuously read the values available in TL1 and TH1 on port 1 and port 2. That means we have connected the LEDs to this port 1 and port 2, and whatever count present into these two registers, that will be displayed on the LEDs connected to these two ports. So when this condition becomes unsatisfied, that means after rollover, this TF1 flag becomes 1. So it will come out of the loop, and here by using instruction clear TR1, we are stop the timer, and for next round we are clear the TF1 flag. So to do it again, jump to the here this location. So again the timer will be or the registers TH1 and T1, they are initialized to 0 0. Again start the timer and read the value continuously. So C program for the same. Here we are using the P3.5 pin, that is T1 pin, at which the input is given, and we have to count that pulses. So we are using this bit as a T1. So main program, we are making this bit equal to 1, that is P3.5, that is given the name T1. So we are making this bit equal to 1. Now using the instruction tmod equal to 0x50h, we are selecting the counter 1 in a mode 1. So in while loop, in a continuous or infinite loop, here we are initializing the TL1 and TH1 registers equal to 0 0, and we are starting the timer using the instruction TR1 equal to 1. After that, we have to monitor the flag and while monitoring this flag, we have to display the count which is available in TL1 and TH1 registers onto the LEDs. They are connected to port 1 and port 2. So for this, here while monitoring the flag, we have to read this or display the count on port 1 and port 2. So after that, when it rolls over, we have to stop the timer, clear the flag, and as this while loop is, we have making this while 1, so this will be continuously executing. So in this way, we can program the counter 1 in mode 1. Now counter mode 2 programming. So here load the T mode with 06H or 060H values for counter 0 or a counter 1 respectively. So these values we have to load in T mode to configure the counter in mode 2. That means to configure counter 1 or a counter 2 in mode 2. Now load the registers THX with a initial count, that is 00H. As this mode 2 is nothing but a 8-bit auto reload mode, so only 8-bit count that can be counted. So we have to just load the or initialize the count for THX only. Now make T0 or T1 inputs for counter 0 or a counter 1 respectively. We have to make them 1. Now start the timer by making the TRX bit equal to 1. Again, keep monitoring the timer flag until it becomes high, and every time it reads the value available in TLX on the port. Clear the TFX flag for the next round, and if you want to continue, go to step 5. Keep again monitoring the flag. So here is the diagram. So here for 8-bit auto reload mode, 8 LEDs they have connected to the port 1 from P1.0 to P1.7, where 8-bit count will be displayed. Now here the pulses at T0 pin, we have to count it and display this value to the port 1, and we have to use mode 2. So this is our initial address. Then we are selecting the counter 0 in mode 2 using the instruction move tmod #06H, and here we are initializing the TH0 register, that is the starting value, and again as we are using the timer 1 as an input, so we are making this bit equal to 1 using the instruction set bit P3.4. Now start the timer using instruction set bit TR0. Here move TL0, #00. So this is the initial value. Now move P2, TL0. So here actually we are reading the count or the value that is available in TL0 register onto port 2. So here using the instruction JNB TF0, back, we are monitoring the TF flag, and if this flag is 0, here go to back. That means every time while monitoring this flag, we are counting or displaying the value available in TL0 register onto port 2. So after overflow, when this flag becomes 1, come out of the loop and clear the flag, and again just jump to back. So do this continuously. Now the C program for the same. So here we are using the T0 pin, so we are using bit P3.4, and we are given the name to this pin as a T0. Here is the main program where we will be initializing the counter 0 in mode 2. Then we have initialized the count, that is TH0 equal to 00 by making this register equal to 0. Now T0 equal to 1, that is as the input we have to take count the pulses available at T0 pin, so we are making it 1. Then start timer 0, wind 1. We have to do this continuously. So we have to monitor, we have to count the pulses continuously. So we have used while one loop, and while we have to monitor this flag TF0. Well, this is 0. We have to just read the values available in TL0 onto port 2. And after rollover, we have to clear the flag, and it will be continuously doing it. This is the assignment. You have to write the assembly as well as C program for the counter programming. Thank you.